I'm Karis. Welcome to Mat Pilates in my festive as fuck living room. Let's do this. Okay, you will need the ball today. As I mentioned last time, it's the prop that I would like you to invest in. It'll help you a lot. Today the focus is going to be squats. So think of the things that you tend to need when you're squatting, right? You're thinking about thoracic extension, you're thinking about pelvic lumbar stability, you're thinking about strong rooted feet and external rotation, right, which goes into thoracic extension. So those are some of the things we're going to focus on. 40-minute class or so. Let's get this show on the road. All right, so standing at the top of your mat, feet are parallel, fist distance apart or so. I'm going to stand up tall through the crown of the head. Think about pushing through the big toe and the pinky toe and then through the center of the heel. I also like to think about being on like a diagonal on my foot from my big toe to the pinky side of my heel. All right, so arms are down by your sides. Make sure that your elbows are completely straight. Your ribs are down. Your pelvis is neutral. So these three bones are going to be on the same vertical plane when you're standing upright. So take an inhale in through the nose and feel your ribs expand out to the sides. And exhale. As you do so, try to stand up a little taller and pull your abs in a little bit tighter. Inhale. And exhale, nod your chin and start to roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time, letting your knees soften. The weight is in your toes. So this isn't a hamstring stretch and you're not just flopping forward, but you're trying to keep your abs engaged. Inhale and exhale, restack your spine. See how my arms followed my chest. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale and exhale, nod your chin and roll down. Trying to create almost like a teardrop shape with your body. Inhale and exhale, roll it back up. Okay, so we're gonna do a little balance series. Press into one foot, it doesn't really matter which one. And think about, again, that diagonal that I was talking about. I'll stand here, you guys can see me a little bit better. So you're gonna raise your opposite leg into, let's call it a tabletop position. Ooh, I'm wobbly as hell. Just hold it there. And then with a dorsiflexed ankle, so toes pulled up towards the shins without overflexing your toes, you're gonna extend through the knee, sweep around, point the toe, lift the thigh, and come back to that tabletop position. Extend the knee, sweep, point through the back to the start position. And one last time, flex, point, and hold it there. Wobbly as a motherfucker today, so I'm not looking at you. And then you're gonna reverse it. So you're gonna bring the shin back, point the toe, brush the mat with your toes, flex, and come back up. Two more times, point, coming around, drag, flex up into that tabletop position. And one last time, point, drag, flex, and hold it up there. And set it down. If you don't do warm-up shit for your feet, start. It's important, especially if your feet are moving all over the place in your squat. All right, so other side. So just hold, God, I'm wobbly. In my defense, I'm standing on a rug on a mat. But also I'm just wobbly today. Just hold it there. Thinking about almost like suspending your torso over your pelvis. And then again, you'll extend that knee, sweep around, point, and come back up. Like a bicycle. If a bicycle is really fucking weird. Last time, sweep, point, come back to that tabletop position, and point, reach back, drag along the mat, come back up, point, reach back, up. One last time, point, reach back, and up. And then lower down. We're gonna do the roll down again, and this time we're gonna stay down on the mat. Inhale, exhale, nod your chin, and roll down, and walk out into your plank. I do this every time. You guys hold the plank. I'm gonna move this direction. Now I know. Okay, so hands are directly underneath your shoulders, the heels of your hands rather. Fingers are fanned out. Thinking about rotating your elbow pits forward, tucking your pelvis up and in, squeezing your butt. Hold it there. Try not to round your upper back. Hold it. And then without shifting your weight, you'll hover one leg up behind you. There. You can kind of see me. Make sure that you don't shift your weight from side to side. Tap, lift, tap, lift, tap. Hold it up. Set that foot back down. Other side. Hover out, hold. Try not to bend that extended knee. Lift, tap, lift, tap. Hold it up. Set that foot down. Lower the knees and sit back onto your heels. Cool. Let's do cat stretch really fast. Trying to adjust so you guys can see me. My big ass Christmas tree in the way. So I'm fucking festive this year. All right, so feet are flat. You're still in that plank position. Remember, you can roll up your mat if you need a little support on the wrists. And find neutral. So pull your navel up into your spine. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Try to pull your navel up into your spine without affecting your upper back dramatically. So I'm thinking about pulling my tailbone down. You won't really see much of a change. Come back to neutral and then lift the chest and lower down. Exhale, round. See, this is why I like working out in a sports bra. You can't see shit when I'm wearing all black. And back to neutral. One more time. Lift through the back of the head and lower down. See, there's a reason. Okay, grab the ball, place it between your knees. Remember, you can use like a cushion or something like that. Hold on to the backs of your thighs. If you've done this with me before, you know the drill. Lift up tall through the spine. So you want to think rib cage down. This is why I'm late. Like, always have the hardest time finding the right position for the camera. All right, so nice and tall, open collarbone. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale, think about pulling your navel deep into your spine. Inhale, lift. So pretty much exactly what we were just doing. And exhale. See how I'm not allowing my shoulders to round excessively? They're rounding a little bit, but not excessively. One more time, just like that. Pulling the navel into the spine, keeping the big toes down. Inhale and lift. Now we're going to switch to a double breath pattern. And exhale. So starting from here, once again, rounding. I'm trying to get my tailbone, aka butthole, inappropriate cue, all the way down. Inhale, feet stay flat. Exhale, rounding up. Inhale and lift. Navel to spine, rolling down. So I'm trying to get this part of my pelvis to touch before any of my lumbar vertebrae. Exhale, round it up and extend. And one last time. And as you do this, you can even, look at your body and see if you can notice whether you're shifting one side or another. Inhale, exhale. Rounding up and lift. Arms come straight out, palms face each other. Inhale, lifting tall. So all of this was preparing for this big thoracic extension. Lower the arms, round. See how my arms stay parallel to the floor? It's because I'm not moving my chest independent, or my arms independent of my chest until now. Bring the arms back, sweep it around. Exhale. Trying not to use momentum. Inhale, lift up tall. And exhale, lower down. You want to make sure that you're not in a relaxed position at the bottom, and that you're able to keep your feet down. And remember, you don't have to go as low as I do. One more like this, and then we're adding on. Articulating back, sweeping around, and roll it up. This Christmas tree has a rough life, you guys. And tall. Now lower the arms. This time, as you round, you're going to extend one arm out to the side. Follow with your eyes. Make sure you don't rest all the way down. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale and lift. Other side, rolling down, but then this arm goes out to the side and your thoracic spine follows. Exhale. One more on each side. Arm goes out to the side, follow with your eyes. And one more time, stay strong in those feet. And exhale. And lift. Take the ball out. Soles of the feet together. Now one of my instinct friends, who's strong as fuck, told me that she tried to do this workout and could only hang for like 10 minutes before she quit. Don't do that. It's supposed to be challenging. I'm trying to make this challenging for people to progress with, but Pilates is fucking hard, but that's kind of the point. We need more core work. All right, ball goes in between the knees. Scoot those heels closer to you and roll down. Make sure you keep your feet heavy. Try not to plop. And scoot your heels closer to your butt. I'm just gonna get rid of all my fucking furniture. All of it. Okay, so find neutral here. Remember that means that your pubic bone and your hip bones are on the same horizontal plane now. So tendency is to sag here. So pubic bone is higher than hip bones. That's a tuck. So make sure that you find that neutral position. So a little space between your low back and the mat. Think about lightly squeezing the ball, not with your quads and your groin muscles, but with your pelvic floor. So you can think about trying to squeeze it between your sits bones, the center, squeeze it between your ass cheeks. Let's put it that way. Try to suck it up into your abdomen. That's a good way to think about it, but just try to keep the tension out of your hip flexors. All right, inhale, and then exhale. Think of that visual where you're trying to pull the ball up and in. You shouldn't be like pushing out or flexing. You should actually feel your body kind of sink down. Inhale, relax all the way, shift it away back to neutral. And exhale. So if you're not very familiar with this movement, you might not feel your pelvis move at all. I can get it into posterior tilt, but I've been doing Pilates for a millennium. And then back to neutral on your inhale. One more time, just like that. Remember, feet are heavy on the mat. Really trying to pull or burrow the navel into the spine. And then coming back to neutral, going into the curl. Same start. Tuck. This time I'm going to use my hamstrings to help a little bit more and then roll up to, it's kind of like a glute bridge position. So I want you to think about trying to create space between your hip and your femur. So your knees are reaching to the wall in front of you. And meanwhile, you're using your abs to tuck your pelvis in, ribs stay down. Inhale, exhale, lead with your sternum. So don't just drop the hips, but try to roll through the spine. I'm trying to maintain this tuck all the way through to the tailbone. Inhale, exhale. If this seems like a waste of time, trust me, it's not. It makes a huge difference. You really have to be properly warmed up to feel your abs the way we want you to feel them. One more time like that. See how my shoulders aren't moving around either? Inhale and exhale. Roll it on down. All right, grab the ball. If you don't have it, you're just going to do regular chest lift, which we did last week as well. So I'm going to place it right below my rib cage, and we're going to do chest lift. So again, if you don't have a ball, that's fine. You can just do regular chest lift. Remember that everything below your ribs won't, like you're not going to lift up higher than that, okay? So bulging is the thing that we're trying to minimize in a lot of these exercises. There's some where it's inevitable, but Like in this position, you should be trying to have a rather flat abdomen. All right, so bring your arms behind you, let your head go with you. Just enjoy that stretch for a moment. And then interlace your fingers behind the back of your head, thumbs at the base of the skull. I got pumpkin pancake sweats, holy shit. All right, feet are flat, knees are together. Exhale, nod, head, neck, and chest. Come up into chest lift. Inhale, deepen, and lower on your exhale. Coming back, and exhale. So, double breath pattern. Inhale at the top. If you're using the ball, I'm actually trying to lift my sternum up off the ball at the top, which might create a little bulging here. That's fine. And exhale. Coming down, reaching the head back. And again, exhale. Last one like this. Inhale, deepen. And then coming down all the way. Once again. And then go ahead and extend your legs out. Let's do the roll up here. Inhale, lift head, neck, and chest. Pinkies to your quads. Roll yourself up. And now take the ball a little lower. If that felt difficult enough for you at the bottom of your rib cage, that's fine. I'm going to go a little bit lower. So feet are flat, knees are together. So in this position, my abdomen will bulge. It will stick out. But that's because I'm using a whole lot more core, right? The other ones, it's easier to isolate. Here, just like with lifting, you're basically creating like a cylinder. It's a good look. All right, hold it there. Hold on to the backs of your thighs if you need to. Hands behind the back of the head. Rolling down. So we're basically doing a reverse chest lift. Inhale, exhale. Rounding up and lift. Rounding down. So if you have regular, or if you don't have a ball, that's fine. You might not make it all the way to the floor. It kind of makes it worse with the ball. Seriously, it's like less than $10. You should get one. And I'm trying to pull my navel down onto the ball. Inhale at the bottom, exhale. So this is the part when I go into a little back extension. That's when everything sticks out. Last time. And exhale. Rolling up. Hold on to the backs of the thighs. Bring yourself up. Set the ball off to the side. Come back onto your back. And then grab the ball again for spine twist, supine. Legs come into a tabletop position. Arms open to a T. Palms are up. So your arms are very active in this position. And my legs are not doing this, right? Asshole down. Inappropriate cue, letting it out now. And I like ankles lengthened here without putting too much into the toes. So inhale, use your left obliques to pull everything below your ribs together as one unit to the left. Pause. And then exhale, right obliques pull you back to center. Inhale, rotate to the right. Exhale, back to center. So I've been talking a lot about thoracic mobility, extension, and rotation. This is getting rotation, but you know, like your pecs can make it difficult, over to the right, for you to achieve a good bar position in your squat. So doing something like this, even as part of your warm-up, is very useful. Inhale, exhale. Keeping a light squeeze on the ball. Last time. And exhale. And go ahead. Get rid of the ball. Bring one leg at a time back up into tabletop if you left. Legs all the way together, arms back, palms up. Inhale, exhale, lift head, neck, and chest. And pull your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms come back, and head, neck, and chest. So single breath pattern. Exhale. Imagine you're pushing down on something as your arms come through. You're not just like flopping. Arms back, head, neck, and chest. Arms back, head, neck, and chest. 2 more. Shaking is good. I'm trying to keep my abs down the whole time, not relaxing at the bottom. And arms back, head, neck, and chest. Hug those knees into your chest for a sec. Give those hips a little bit of love. So if your hips cramp a lot, I've talked about it before, that generally means that you're overusing your hip flexors in that position. You can rest as you need to. You can do that exercise with your legs down, but you just really need to get stronger. But we want to minimize that as much as possible. All right, come back up. Arms back, coordination. Palms are up. Inhale and exhale, lift head, neck, and chest. And extend the legs out on a diagonal. Open, close, pull in. So I'm thinking about sucking my legs into my lower abdomen, and arms come back. Reaching long, open, close, pull in, arms back, head, neck, and chest. It's about to go down, guys. Exhale. I'm trying not to overflex my quads. Open, close, pull in, and back. And last time, reach long. Open, close, pull it in, hug the knees, rest the head back all the way. All right, now extend your legs out again. We're gonna do the roll up, arms back, palms facing each other. Remember, if you have a dumbbell or something, if you struggle with this exercise, that can help. Okay, toes pointed, legs lengthened. Think about pressing your hamstrings into the floor. Arms back to the point where you can keep your ribs down. Inhale, head, neck, and chest. Exhale. Woo! Rolling up into the C curve. Yeah, my abs are tired. Inhale and exhale. Trying not to overflex my quads, which is also a hip flexor, right? Or they assist in it. So if you feel your quads tensing a lot, it's kind of why it's along the same lines. Inhale into chest lift. Why your hip flexors cramp so much. And all the way back. 2 more. And you'll actually feel that if you over-tense, especially your quads, you're making them heavier, which is really counterproductive. Hands behind the back of the head, neck pull. You can keep doing roll-up if you'd like. We're just going to do 3 of these. I'm determined to get better at these motherfuckers. Inhale, exhale. Woo! So ideally, we don't want the elbows to tuck in. Lower your head towards your knees. The choreography is a little different for this one. Nice straight back. Hinge it back. Inhale. This is an advanced exercise, so if you're not really making it, you're not alone. Hang on, I got it. Don't underestimate the power of your breath. Okay. Head towards the knees. Stack the spine. Hinge it back. Roll it down. Now we're going to come back up one more time, and we're going to stay up. It's better. I also have a weighted vest on in the form of fucking pumpkin pancakes. Okay, climb a tree. I think I've done this with you guys before. It's fucked up. Lots of abs. I mean, hello, that pillar, right, wants to get pushed around by the barbell. That's what it's all about. There's also a lot of emphasis on the hips if you guys haven't picked up on that. That's what I'm going for. All right, so hug one knee in towards your chest. The other leg is lengthened out on the mat. I'm never wearing black again. Just kidding. And pulse the knee into your chest for 3. Nice flat back. 2, 1. And then trying to keep a flat back, you're going to extend this leg on a diagonal. And then you're going to walk down this leg, trying to keep the other leg anchored. Take this leg with you so it's perpendicular to the floor. Reach your arms back, circle around, walk up the leg. Whew. Nice flat back. Definitely used a little momentum there. It's really fucking hard not to, but we're just trying to minimize that. Pulse 2, 1, extend that leg, walk it down, picking up the pace, bringing that leg to perpendicular, sweep it around. Better. Hug the knee. Coming back one more time. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg. Walk it down. down, down. This is gonna hurt. Hold on to the back of the calf for hamstring pull. So anchor the leg. It's not covered up. That's gonna make it more challenging. And we pulse, pulse, scissor and switch the legs. We pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse. Anchor. Now hold it with that left leg up. Climb a tree. Sucks. Bend the knee. Nice flat back. Let it go. This is a reformer exercise. It's a lot more pleasant on the reformer. Everything, that makes everything harder because you don't have anything to assist you. So other leg, hold it in. And remember, I am doing these classes like intermediate level, but you can totally jump in, modify how you need to. That's kind of the point. I want you to work up to doing this. So pulse that knee in for 3, 2, 1. Come on, right side, and walk it down, 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 perpendicular. Bring the arms back, circle around, and we walk it up, up, up. Hold it there. Bend it in. 3, 2, 1. Extend. Bring it down, down, down. Sweep it around. Hamstring pull 2. Hands behind the back of the head. And let's do hamstring pull 3. That's rotation. So rotate your chest towards this thigh. We pulse, pulse. Anchor, switch. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. Last. Hold it there. Ooh, climb a tree, coming out of it. It's such a good one. By good, I mean terrible. Pulse it in for 3, 2, 1 to finish. Let's do back support, some side body work. There's so much other shit I want to do. I don't know if you guys like going longer than 30, 40 minutes, but I do, because I'm a sicko. Okay, but I'm assuming that's part of my appeal to anyone tuning in. Fingers pointed in towards your butt, if you can. If you have limited wrist mobility, you can go out to the side. But, you know, don't underestimate yourself. Triceps are a big player in this exercise because they access your lats. But talk about thoracic extension. All right, toes are pointed or lengthened, I should say. Inhale, and then exhale, hinge the hips straight. Toes touch the mat. Neck isn't just hanging, it's in line with the rest of my spine. Hinging down. Toes touch the mat. Really lengthen through those triceps. Hinging down. And down. 2 more. Try to tuck your abs in at the top. And last one. Touch the toes. Lower it down. Roll those wrists out. All right, glute med. So, glute med is one of your glute muscles, your gluteus medius, that works as a stabilizer and a mover. If you do sumo walks, banded glute bridges, stuff like that, that's essentially the muscle that we're trying to target. In Pilates, that's usually the only glute muscle that we target as well, which just speaks to its importance and how hard it is to find it. So, some of you might remember this from before. Your bottom leg is bent at 90 degrees, so you want the shin to be in line with the edge of the mat. This arm is extended underneath you, so none of this horse shit. Palm is up, and your head will be on your bicep. You'll hover the top leg up. This is the working, this is the stabilizing, so both are working. Think about lengthening your hip bone away from you. Do you see how that went from being reclined to working, right? Little space here between the mat and my waist, house for the mouse. Now you're going to internally rotate your leg. So that means you're going to turn your big toe and kneecap down and try not to move the rest of your body with it. It's going to be challenging to keep that position, but you can fucking do it. And then you lift and lower. So I don't want to see, fortunately I'm not seeing any of this, or unfortunately, I don't want to see swinging the leg and bringing it out of alignment. You see how that affected my torso? right? So again, stability, you're working within the range of motion that you have where you can control the rest of your body. So if you're just swinging everything around, that's not really very helpful. Last one, now hold it at hip height. Bring the leg forward, tap down, lift up, bring it straight back. So I'm trying to keep this leg totally still. Forward, down, up, straight back. Forward, down, up. Keep the house for the mouse. Forward, down, up, and back. It helps to also have your hand like on the top of your butt. That way you can feel the muscle that we're trying to target. Down, up, reach back. Woo, it's going. Down, up. Try not to swing on the way back. Think about engaging your butt. Forward, down, up, and back. Last two. Down, up, and back. Try not to use your hip flexor. Think about stretching your glute to bring it forward. Down, up, and back. Was that two? I don't know. I'm a shitty counter, you guys. And back. Now bring it forward and pulse the leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover this top leg over the bottom leg, clamshells, but I don't want to see your torso moving, right? So it's not external rotation. Well, it's kind of external rotation, but we're only lifting to the point where your pelvis stays still. So don't pull it back with you. 5, 4, should be right here. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, it's so angry. It works like a charm though. So if you have difficulty feeling your glute med, this can actually be an exercise that's really, really gets it. And just notice how difficult it is to keep your feet or your legs internally rotated. And that's basically what a lot of people need to work on. We're too externally rotated. So if you have piriformis issues, that's why. Well, there's a lot of reasons why. Okay, other side. We're almost done. Extend this bottom arm underneath you. Yep. House for the mouse. Now this is going to hurt worse because this bottom side has already been working your stabilizer, and this has already been working as a stabilizer. So this side tends to burn more. Okay, internally rotate that leg without moving the rest of your body. Maintain the house for the mouse. Stack the hips, down and up, down and up. Another thing that I tend to do in exercises like this is I overflex my quad, like I was just talking about a second ago, and it actually makes my leg heavier, but not in a good way, right? Because quads work in opposition to the glutes. Hip flexors, right? Here's 4, 3, 2, hold it up on this last one. Now bring it forward, down, up, straight back. So see, I'm trying not to bounce. I'm trying not to use momentum. I'm maintaining the house for the mouse. That's a classical Pilates thing. It's not me trying to be cute. You know, I'd say something a lot more vulgar if it was me. Forward, down, try to stabilize this bottom leg. Forward, down, press this knee into the floor as you come back. The side of the knee, down, up, and back. Try to focus your attention on the upper part of your glute. 2 more, down, up, and back. Forward, down, up, straight back. Now bring it forward. Pulse without bouncing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. House for the mouse. 4, 3, toe down, 2, 1. Hover that top leg over the bottom leg. 10, 9, clamshells. 7, 6, stabilize. 5, 4, try not to bounce. 3, 2, and 1. Mutiny. Okay, roll over onto your back. Whew. Sit back into those hips. Feels good. Okay, we are going to do one back extension exercise, rocking prep. This is just a really good one for squats because thoracic extension, plus you get a really nice stretch on the quads and hip flexors in an active way, as you guys know is my preference. So if you tend to get aggravated in your QL muscles, those are the muscles here along your spine, just be really careful when you're getting into the movement that you're not overarching your lumbar spine. Remember, we want extension from thoracic as much as possible, not from lumbar. So what you can do is think about pushing your pubic bone into the mat and squeezing your butt, and then trying to reach back for one foot, and then the other. I probably wouldn't do it like that, so you have to laterally flex. Okay, so pubic bone into the mat, squeeze your butt, try not to let your legs go out to the side or your knees. And then you'll inhale. Remember that marble visualization? Think about rolling a marble away with my nose and then lifting my chest, and as I do so, pushing my feet into my hands. And exhale on the way down. We generally inhale on extension, roll the marble away. So I'm not bending the back of my neck, it's following the rest of my spine. This is an intense one, so we're gonna just do one more. Generally the tolerance for extension isn't as high either. And lower down. Carefully release. Push yourself back. Nice. Okay, we're gonna finish with the push-up, the Pilates push-up, because my push-up challenge is gonna start on Tuesday. More information about that to come. So, what does this have to do with push-ups? I don't know. Don't be a pussy. That's probably, or squats. That's probably everyone's biggest issue with the fucking squat. Stop being afraid of it, damn it. All right, come into a plank position. So remember, in a Pilates push-up, your elbows will be narrow. So we'll do 3, 2, 1. Pike those hips up. I'm gonna separate my feet a little wider. Walk in, 3, 2, push away and arrive on 1. Roll it up, am I out of the frame? And come back down. In your roll down, walk it out, 3, 2, arrive on 1. Last set, 3 push-ups. Pike those hips up, hold it there. Go a little wider with your stance if you'd like. And just pedal out your feet. Little ankle and big toe love. You know how I feel about the goddamn feet. Walk it in, 3, 2, and arrive on 1. And we'll finish with a roll down. I'll do it from this angle this time. Okay. Arms by your sides, abs in, ribs down, nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it down. So we finish the way we started. Really just like a diagnostic. And yeah, there's pretty big change here in mobility. And roll it down. So I'm keeping my pelvis stacked over my legs, letting my knees soften, my weight shift into my toes. All of it is right in my abs, right? I'm scooping in and rolling up. Whew. That was a good one, if I may say so myself. One of my favorites. Okay, so meaning doing some glute stuff and abs, that's definitely my favorite. What is up with, I thought do not disturb is supposed to work, but clearly it does not. Okay, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Half of this is going to go up on IGTV, the other half on YouTube. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining.